Welcome, everyone, to the college football playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Florida Gators offense comes on the field first today. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today. There's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yeah, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets everything into place, gets the offense out of jams, does it in pressure situations. He's the arms and legs of this offensive system, but also the heart of this team.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Come to the line for second down and very short now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Boy, a nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Running back grabs it on a screen. Well, the screen doesn't produce a first down. Good work by the defense. Now it's fourth down.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
The Gators getting set on first and 10. Here comes a handoff. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. It's Lagway. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
On third downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. That's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they were able to make the tackle short of the line.
And the Gators moving quickly down the field here.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Defense finally able to get him down after the juke, but he picks up a decent gain.
This defensive coordinator makes some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
The Gators looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Gators. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the return from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Makes a quick grab. They wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. The pocket breaking down. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Boy, 3rd and 1, and they decide to throw the football. The defense was not surprised at all. They catch a break, come up with a sack.
The Buckeyes bring their punt team onto the field. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner will be brought down. And the Florida offense retakes the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. The back's got it. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this 3rd down. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
The Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And there's the handoff. They prevent the touchdown while be spotted at the 3.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
He'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
With the PHC, they take a 14-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And the wideout goes in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Running back has it on a screen now. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Buckeyes will come to the line to run the hurry-up. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. He's brought down out at the 46. That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Dropping back, it's Brown. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a 1st down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive, and now they have a chance to put points on the board.
And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's a beautiful run here for the 1st down, really living up to that reputation of the great.
Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman.
Well, that's their 2nd sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
So that huge gain quickly sets up a 1st and goal just inside the 10. Heading left after the handoff. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. They break the huddle for 3rd and goal. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd downs this drive. Dropping back, it's Brown. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. The Gators offense retakes the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Football comes out. He quickly lands on it and prevents the defense from creating a takeaway. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Daniels. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. And the Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. The Gators will crank up the tempo. To the air, it's Lagway. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. No problem on the extra point, and the lead is 21-3 now. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Pressure is coming. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Looking to chuck it again. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Scanning the field. It's Brown. Comes up with the catch.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
It's So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's got it near the end zone. And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Running out of time. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. That's going to do it for us here at the half. Time to see how this incredible playoff drama plays out. And for that, it's back to Chris and Kirk.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Stopped at the 43, but that's enough to make a 1st down. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
1st down here for this offense.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time with good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Well, the offense looks fired up to begin the 2nd half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. See if they can do it again.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Brown. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down. The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking looking to throw it from the red zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Buckeyes. A strong fight back. Now they'll go for a two-point conversion. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the...
That makes
The pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And now the handoff. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Running with purpose. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Off the play fake on first down. He's running out of time here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. And the single back takes the handoff. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The Gators will line up now. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. They finally corral him at the 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away.
28, Ohio State, 18.
Fields it just outside. It's a fumble. The returner loses the football deep in their own territory.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
And that run produces a decent gain. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Caught near the goal line. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will he have to settle for 3? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. Field goal try, no good. The lead remains 10 after that miss. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line. Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Quick catch over the middle. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the gun, he looks for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Smith.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Pass caught. Second down now. From the shotgun, drops back. Snags the good throw. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And here's the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looking to throw. It's Brown. Makes a quick catch. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Interesting call here, Chris, with this screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. But give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And now they run the draw play. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down. Almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
Trying for a fourth down completion. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs. You're in the late stages of this game. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Receiver in motion now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Makes the grab. It's Smith. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
That's a big hit at the end, but they earned a fresh set of downs. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a two-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
The completion makes it 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Brown. Grab made by the tight end. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. Buckeyes pick up enough to get a first down there. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry up. Looking to throw yet again. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Trying to come all the way back. That's an important score. We've got a one-possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Gators offense retakes the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And a player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check him out. That's an important first down on that running play. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. They've got him down out near the 40.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
He's going to hand this off. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And the Gators have 1st and 10 here. He'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. On the ground, it's Daniels. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Now they try to run it here on 2nd down, unable to get the first down. And now, late in a game like this, the big question, do you pass the ball potentially with an incompletion, the clock will stop, or do you play it safe and keep it on the ground?
To throw, it's Lagway. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Gators will send the punt team onto the field. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Graham. Tackle right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks. They move the 6, but hurry to the line here on 1st down now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And it's complete downfield. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line in a hurry-up. First down. Looking to throw the football. Caught on the outside. It's Graham. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. That completion makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25. The offense spikes the ball here, looking to preserve as much clock as they can.
Brings up second down.
Second down after that previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's got a receiver wide open here. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. Back to pass. It's Brown. The pass rush closing in. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the fourth quarter.
Here we go. One of the biggest moments of the game so far. The field goal unit out there for a high-pressure attempt. A chance to tie the game here in the final minute of regulation. Med kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will tie the game. Are we headed for overtime?
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the coverage team able to bring him down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Using his legs, it's Daniels. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And now trapped behind the line. It'll be a short loss. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the second overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the third overtime, Kirk, just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite, to see if we can get to that third series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
First and 10 now for the offense. They're going to run it. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Now it's second down here. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. On first and 10, looking to throw. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
They'll run it from the gun. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. On third down, he drops to throw. Receiver makes the catch. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting fourth down and inches.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
So here we go. The offense has first and goal here in overtime. They'll try to run this one in. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Gators, to take the lead in overtime.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Ohio State, 28.
So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Buckeyes are going to take advantage of this red zone trap. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. To throw, it's Brown. He'll try a pass here. And it's a touchdown. They're an extra point away from double OT, or he'll go for 2 and win it right now.
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
So 1 overtime, not enough to decide this one. Here comes the first play of double OT. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. That's reeled in. It's Graham. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Quarterback keeps the football. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. So here comes the field goal unit out there trying to claim the lead here in OT. And it's good right down the middle. And with that, they retake the lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here we go. A touchdown wins the game here, needing at least a field goal to keep things going. Keeping it on the ground here. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. On the run, it's Daniels. They stop him, but it's a 1st down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down after a big 1st down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love it.
And he's in. It's a touchdown to win the game. A double overtime classic.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch them and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
You